Good afternoon, kindergarten. It is afternoon for Miss Morlock. All right. So I'm going to go over your math paper for Thursday, and your math paper is page 131. You should see the animals at the top. And on the back, page 132, you should see a squirrel where you're going to be counting by fives. All right. So right now we're just going to go over our instructions. All right, so the top part, this is just like the first 6 weeks of school. You are going to circle what comes next. All right, you have a pattern. Look at your pattern and see what would be next. Right here, you would circle your answer. Same on the second row. On number 2, you are going to add or subtract. Add or subtract. All right, let's look at the board. All right, the first addition on your paper is 3 plus 3. So at the top I have 3 magnets. I'm going to add 3 more magnets. 3 plus 1 more is what? Right, 4 plus 1 more is 5, right? Plus 1 more is 6, good. 3 plus 3 equal 6. Now you're really going to have to be careful because the top part, the light's shining in, it's hard to see. The top row are all addition. And if you'll look at the bottom row, there's subtraction. So you're going to have to be very careful and look at your signs if it's addition or subtraction. So let's do a subtraction. So we have 3, let's take the small ones down. We have 3 magnets, okay? And I'm going to take 3 magnets down. 1, 2, 3. How many magnets are left on the board? You're right, 0. If you had 3 strawberries and you ate 3 strawberries, how many strawberries would you have left? You're right, 0, 0, none, 0. All right, so at the bottom, you are going to fill in your number when you're counting that comes before and after, okay? So let's look at the first one. The first one is number 19. 19. What family is 19 in? You're right, he's in the teen family. And how do I know that he's in the teen family? Yes, because he begins with a 1. All teen family numbers begin with a 1. So before I can count number 19, I have to count what number? No, not 14. Right, 18. 18 comes before 19. 18, 19, and then what comes after 19? Right, 20. 18, 19, 20. And 20 is the daddy of what family? You're exactly right, the 20 family. Good job. Now on the back, like I said, you have the squirrel. And you're going to count by fives. And connect your dots, counting by fives. And then I want you to color him a nice color. If you'll notice, look at the flowers. Make those some pretty spring flowers. Maybe some pinks and purples and yellows and even red would be good. And he has a little nut. He has a nut. You think that maybe somebody's fed him that nut or he's dug it up from the ground? He may have dug it up from the ground where he had it for the winter. Now, let's go ahead and look at our number charts, okay? I'm going to move and guess right here where we can see. Our number chart each day, you should be counting from 1 to 100 if you're having trouble with that, okay? And you have there's a glare because of the lights. So you have your number chart from 1 to 100 that you should be practicing every day. I want you to look at the families. Remember, when you're counting, all of the families, watch how they begin. The 20 family, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, and 90 family, okay? Then you should also, on the back, be counting by fives, okay? So let's count. So I'll get my counter over here. or my pointer. And we're going to count by fives today. 5, 10. Uh-oh, I don't think you're counting with me. I need you to count with Miss Morlock. Good. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 100. Good job. Good job. And remember, when we're counting by fives, it ends with a 0 or it ends with a 5. It ends with a 0 or it ends with a 5. Counting by fives. Let's do our daddy number 10s. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. Woohoo! Good job. Now, let's turn it over and we will count by twos. And today we're only going to count to 50 by twos, okay? Now remember, when we're counting by twos, we're skipping a number. We're skipping two numbers. 2, 4, 6, 8. Remember that? Miss Morlock said if you can remember 2, 4, 6, 8. 2, 4, 6, 8. 2, 4, 6, 8. 2, 4, 6, 8. You can count by twos. Because what you're going to do, you're going to do the families, okay? So we have the daddy, the 10, 2, 4, 6, 8. Look at that. All of these. 2, 4, 6, 8. 2, 4, 6, 8. The daddies are in between. All right, so let's count together. Are you ready? I'll go a little slower on this, okay? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. Now back up to the top. 22, 24, 26, 28, 30, 32, 34, 36, 38, 40. Now let's go back up to the 40. 42, 44, 46, 48, 50. We're going to stop right there. I want you to practice those every day. Every day, okay? Since we just started those before we came. There's a couple of things that I want to go over before I end this one today. And let's do these number words. Number words. All right. What is this one, class? Good job. Good job. 1. 1. All right. I'm going to pull another one out. Oh, do you know this one? Remember I said he's the one that's harder. 8. Good. You didn't forget that, did you? 8. What is this one? Right. 2. The next one. You're exactly right. Look at the special sound. Thur, thur. 3. Good. 4. And the next one. Long I, 2 vowels. 5. 5. Oh, what is this one? 10. Good. That's a baby number now, isn't it? 10. All right, let's sound this one out. 7. 7. Good job. 7. 9. 9. Good job. And you've been seeing this one. What is it? Yep. 6. Good job. Good job. Good job. Good job, class. I'm glad you didn't forget that. Okay. So you should be practicing by counting by fives. Practice your combinations that I showed you. There's a separate video for that, for the 1 through 5 addition families. Okay. Practice memorizing those every day. And let's look at a clock right here before we go. All right, here's our clock. Our clock has a minute hand and an hour hand. The minute hand He's the biggest hand. He has a big job to do. He goes around and he counts the minutes. Our hour hand is the little hand, the red hand. There are 60 minutes in 1 hour. On our clock, you see all these little dots that go around? That's 1 minute. So when this minute hand moves around, he touches each dot and counts 1 minute. And as he does that, the hour hand starts moving. Now, you remember between each number are 5 minutes. You're going to count by fives. So what time does my clock say now? Right, 3 o'clock. Anytime that the minute hand is on the 12, it always says o'clock. 3 o'clock. Now, let's count by fives, okay? And as we're counting by fives and the minute hand's moving, I want you to watch the hour hand as he's starting to move also. You ready? 5, count with me, 10, 15. What time is it now? 3:15, because the minute hand and the hour hand are both on the 3. 3:15. All right, let's keep going. 15, 20, 25. What's next? You're right, 30. Now what time is it? You're right, 3:30. Do you see how the hour hand is starting to move between the 3 and the 4? It's 3 o'clock, 30 minutes past 3 o'clock. And that means it's 30 minutes before it'll be 12 o'clock. Okay? So practice your clocks. Do your extra papers that we sent home, the phonics papers. How many are left? Practice in 1 through 5 and your number combinations. Okay? Now, like I said on the phonics video, your pickup time and drop-off will be Wednesday next week. I know that it goes Monday through Friday on my lesson plan, but just work it out. Turn in what you have done. You don't have to try to cram everything in one day. Monday and Tuesday, you could use that for extra reading time, okay? Or a day that you need to review your addition families, or you need to go over the phonics charts, or you need to work on counting, anything that you need to work on, or unfinished work. Use those 2 days to work on that. And good Lord willing, Miss Morlock will be in Carline on Wednesday handing out your packets and taking your homework. Now remember, keep reading, and I love you. Stay safe. Wash those hands, okay? Love you. Give yourself a big hug. And I'll see you next week. Love you. Bye.